Hello YouTube, this is Obsessed with Videos here, and this is my multimedia update of the 2nd of August 2019. In this update I've got two Blu-rays. One of them is a steelbook and the other is a standard Blu-ray. And I've also got one 4K Blu-ray in this update, which my brother bought, and I've also got 2 cinema tickets and 5 film posters in this update, which are all from Wilfrid Cinema. Let's get started with the cinema tickets, in which the first one is The Queen's Corgi, which is rated PG. I saw this at Cineworld in Castleford on July 31st, 2019 at 10 a.m. And I was in Screen 5 and I was in Row D and Seat 11. The other cinema ticket I got in this update is Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, which is rated 12A. I saw this at Cineworld in Castleford on August 1st, 2019, which was also its release date. And I saw it at 10:30 a.m. And as I said, the 1st of August 2019 was also the UK release date for Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw. I saw it at 10:30 a.m. and I was in Screen 7 and I was in Row K and Seat 19. Now on to the Wilfrid posters. The first one is Definitely Maybe. Now, I got this film on DVD in my multimedia update on June 25th, 2018. Anyway, this film is rated 12A, it's part of the Wilfrid Film Archive, and is released by Universal Pictures and Working Title Films, and it was released on February 8th, 2008. Next one is Sydney White, which is rated 12A. It's part of the Wilfrid Film Archive and is released by Universal Pictures and Morgan Creek, and it was released on September 12, 2008. Next one is The Good Liar, which will be rated 15, and it will be released by Warner Brothers Pictures, New Line Cinema and Bronze Studios, and it will be released on November 8th, 2019. Next one is The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is rated PG. Is part of the Wilfrid Film Archive and is released by Walt Disney Pictures and Jerry Bruckheimer Films, and it was released on August 13th, 2010. Last poster for this update is Zombieland Double Tap, which will be released by Columbia Pictures, and it will be released on October 18th, 2019. Now on to the 4K Blu-ray, which is Black Hawk Down. My brother bought this, and my brother has a YouTube channel as well. It's called Ewan Moorfield, so go check that out. Link is in the description below. Anyway, this is a release from Sony. There's the 4K disc, there's Blu-ray disc 1, and there's Blu-ray disc 2. And now onto the Blu-ray steelbook, which I bought, which is Willow. Now, I did the poster for this on Wilfrid Cinema. I did the Wilfrid poster for this in my multimedia update on June 26, 2019. Anyway, this is a release from Fox, and it's also a film from Lucasfilm. The disc itself and the steelbook are from 2013. This is when the Lucasfilm releases were still distributed by 20th Century Fox. They're distributed by Disney now because of Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm the year before this was released on Blu-ray, which was 2012. So, and I also know that there is a release from this, a re-release of this in the US on Blu-ray that is distributed by Disney. But I usually tend to, but anyway, I usually tend to buy the UK releases, as does my brother. We tend to stick to more UK releases now rather than American or French releases. Anyway, there's the disc itself. And now onto the standard Blu-ray, which I bought again. The standard Blu-ray, which I bought again, which is Coco on Disney and Pixar. This is also another one of those Pixar films with the slipcovers on them. And I also have some other Pixar films on Blu-ray with these slipcovers on, like The Good Dinosaur and Finding Dory. And I'm thinking of getting more Pixar films with these slipcovers in the future, like the first Cars film and pretty much any Pixar film I haven't already got on Blu-ray or as such. Like, I've got a few Pixar films on Blu-ray already, like Finding Dory and The Good Dinosaur, which have those steelbooks, and then those slipcovers, and then those Pixar films I have that don't have those slipcovers, like I have Cars 3 on Blu-ray without a slipcover because I got that when it was on its first released, and I've also got Incredibles 2 and the first Incredibles, which I bought as a box set, so they didn't come with any of those slipcovers. And I also have Cars 2 on 3D Blu-ray, which I got back in Christmas 2011 before I started this channel. So if I were to ever do a Blu-ray collection thing in the future or something like that, but I don't know, but if I were ever to do something like that, which I don't know if I'll do that yet, but I'll see, I'd probably show that. Or alternatively, if I ever did a video where I show all the Pixar Blu-rays that I have, then I'd show that to give you proof that I have it on Blu-ray, which I might do that in the future. I don't know if I'll do an actual full Blu-ray collection video yet in the future, but I'll just see. But I'll probably more likely at first do a Blu-ray collection of Pixar films that I have. I'm even thinking of starting to get some of the Walt Disney Animation Studios releases on Blu-ray in the future. They not all of them might come with the slipcovers that they have though, but I'll still try and get some in the future. Like, I've already got the original Lion King on 4K, which I got early this year, and for now that is the only Walt Disney Animation Studios 4K that is released in the UK. I don't know when Disney will release more under that label until Frozen 2 comes out, but we'll see what Disney want to do, because they haven't re-released the back catalogue title since on their actual Disney label since The Lion King on 4K. Like, I know they're re-releasing the Marvel Cinematic Universe films on 4K in both the US and the UK, but they haven't seemed to do that with any of the Walt Disney Animation Studios or Pixar films as much. I know that somewhere in the UK there's a 4K copy of Incredibles 2, like they have it on the CEX website and it's available at Curry's PC World from what I can remember, but in most places it's rare, and I've already got it on Blu-ray, so I don't need to have it on 4K. Anyway. But we'll see what Disney wants to do with their 4Ks in the future. But from what we've been able to gather, they're thinking about that they're starting to put more Marvel Cinematic Universe films on 4K first, from what I've been able to gather. Like they put the Captain America trilogy on 4K in the UK. They're going to put the Iron Man and Thor trilogies on 4K soon. And they've already done Avengers Assemble and Age of Ultron on 4K. In which case, Avengers Assemble, my brother's thinking of getting that on 4K in the future. So if he ever gets it in sometime in the future, then it'll be going in one of the updates whenever he wants to get it. Anyway, back to the Blu-ray of Coco. There's the disc itself, and there's also the artwork outside of the slipcover, like the original artwork that was used from its release date, which the release date for this on Blu-ray originally in the UK was May 21st, 2018. The only reason I didn't buy it when it first came out was because I didn't have enough money to buy it. But now, since it's gone down in price, like I got this at Sainsbury's for £8 on Blu-ray with that slipcover, so it was quite cheap for me to buy. And also, I don't know when this slipcover first came out onto the Blu-ray of Coco, but I do know that the original Blu-ray release for it was May 21st, 2018 in the UK, and I think it was released in like March 2018 in the US. But I didn't have enough money when this first came out, so I waited a little bit for this. So I waited like for over a year for this to come down in price, and most likely because I was looking for the slipcover, since I'd started collecting them when I got the Blu-rays of Finding Dory and Good Dinosaur. So I'm looking forward to hopefully finding some more of these slipcovers, or if I don't get to find some of these slipcovers, at least get most of the Pixar films on 4K out, and Blu-ray. And I forgot another few Pixar films I've got on Blu-ray, the Toy Story trilogy, which I showed that in a few updates back, like in June, I think. I showed the Blu-ray box set of Toy Story 1 to 3 sometime in one of the updates I did back in June this year. So I have bought quite a few Pixar films on 4K on Blu-ray, but I need to look out for some more soon. And as for future updates, there'll be another movie poster only update. In fact, there'll be one on Saturday and there'll be one on Sunday as well. So stay tuned for those. And that's it for this update, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.